Hi, I'm Joe Crabtree, and in this lesson I'm going to explain what's going on in this Vinnie Colaiuta fill. Okay, so it sounds complicated. Rhythmically, in the middle of that, there's some crazy stuff going on between the toms and the snare drum. But actually, it's not as difficult as it sounds. Basically, what he's doing is mixing groups of 3 16th triplets with 2 16th notes. So switching between the triplets and the straight 16ths. And it sounds kind of cool because the snare drum parts which really stand out are switching from being on the beat to on the kind of off beats. So I'm going to use Polynome to help explain this. It's at 140 beats a minute, and the left foot steps the hi-hat as 8 notes.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
I've also got a voice count on there to help us hear where we are in the bar.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And in the second metronome, I'm going to enter this triplet and straight 16th part of the pattern. So you'll find the full transcription of this 2 bars on the page on my website, which I'll link to under the video. And in here, I'm going to program in 1 beat of rest, and then I'm going to switch to the 8th note thing and go between triplet and 2 16ths. So that's 1 beat's worth there. So we fill the first bar with those, and then in the second bar, we have 2 beats of that, and then we'll end with a quarter note and a quarter note rest. So this is what we want to work on rhythmically on the snare drum. So I'm going to set the tempo to 80 so we can hear what's going on. And it sounds like this.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So that's the rhythm we need to learn to play. And we're going to lead with the left hand. So I'll tap on here and I'll actually put the part in. I'll set the right hand and left hand both to be the snare drum. And we want to alternate left-right sticking. So all we have to do is hit left and right, and Polynome will loop that sticking. So when I hit done, you can see it's applied the sticking to the whole pattern. So it sounds like this played on the snare drum.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
So the first thing you want to do is just get used to playing that with the correct sticking.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1.
And I recommend, if you can, count the quarter notes through like that so you know where you are in this 2-bar pattern, because otherwise it's quite easy to get lost. And it's better to start practicing with the counting at the slow tempo before we add more complications. So the next thing you want to do is just make sure that you can get that up to 140. So at 140 it sounds like this.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1.
Okay, so once you can play it on the snare drum, then what we're going to do is take the right hand and move that onto the floor tom. So to hear how that sounds in Polynome, I'm going to change the sounds, tap and hold on the R button and make that into a floor tom. And now it sounds like this.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
So that is pretty much what Vinnie's playing in the middle of that solo, or fill. He's moving his right hand up and down the toms though. So first of all, work on it between your left hand on the snare and your right hand on the floor tom. And then move your hand up and down the toms. And if you want to know exactly which toms he's hitting where, check out the transcription, but basically you just want to get up there and back down. Okay, so make sure you can get that up to 140 BPM.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
And then finally, we just need to know what goes on at the beginning and the end of this. So again, that's in the transcription, but essentially to get into this, we have a kick and a crash on the 1, and then a kick on the at of 1. So it starts 1 Iana, 2 Iana, 3 Iana, 4 Iana. And then when we get to this final quarter note on beat 3, that's actually going to be a flam between the floor tom and the snare, and then the snare is going to play and a. So 1, 2, 3 and a. And then beat 4 is again a kick and a crash on the 1 and the a with a snare drum on the and. So beats 3 and 4, 1, 2. So that's how it ends. So this topping and tailing is pretty easy. It's just this bit in the middle that's difficult. So the whole thing sounds like this. So that's it. I probably will never play that in anything that I'm doing, but I do like this mixing of the triplets and 16ths. It sounds pretty cool. I'm going to include a downloadable version of this preset, so if you have Polynome, check out the link to view this on my website, and I'll include a link to download the Polynome preset. If you want to find out more about Polynome, visit polynome.net, and if you want to check out more drum lessons, check out joecrabtree.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another lesson.